Hi guys, it's Nick. Okay, today I'm going to do a video about reselling Lego. I promised I would show you my Lego stock, which I recently brought down from the loft where it's been in storage for quite a while. But before I get onto that, I need to do a shout out to a guy called Trevor who subscribes to my channel, and he very kindly sent me a parcel of stuff the other day. And yeah, the post office left a card for me, and it took me a few days to get the time to go down to the sorting office and pick it up. But when I did, I found a parcel filled with Royal Mail supplies, recorded delivery stuff and all sorts of other Royal Mail stuff. And I thought, well, I haven't ordered any replacements, I haven't ordered any supplies from Royal Mail, but there was a letter in it from this guy called Trevor who had a whole load of spare stuff from his account, and he watches my videos and randomly thought that he'd send me his spare stuff that he didn't need. So yeah, it will come in incredibly useful and will get used. So thanks Trevor, thanks for thinking of me. It was a big surprise, to say the least. So yeah, cheers mate. Anyway, on with the Lego. I think I've mentioned before, I sold nothing but Lego for about, I think it was about 6 months we did it, back in 2012 and into 2013. At that point, Andrea took a step back from the business because she was writing a book, and I went into partnership with my sister's fiance, Stuart, and we had a business model where we would buy Lego in bulk and break it down, take out all of the parts that we could sell individually and all the minifigures, the baseboards, the plates, the stuff that had more value. And then what we would do is we would sell the bog standard Lego back on eBay at about £15 to £20 a kilo, and all of the other parts we would sell off individually for a lot more money. And yeah, it worked really well. We would travel all over the country finding huge job lots, and I mean huge job lots. The biggest one we ever picked up was, I think it was about 150 kilos, and we travelled all the way to Dudley up in the West Midlands. At that point I had a big camper van, a big Mazda camper van with a pop-top roof, and we drove that all the way up there to pick up this lot of Lego that we spent just over £1,000 on. And it completely filled up the camper van. It was that much Lego. But what we found back then, like I say, we would sort all the Lego right down to individual part numbers in some cases, and then sell the bulk of the bog standard stuff back on in kilos and half kilos. And we found it really hard to find enough Lego to keep up with demand. And there's a few guys that sell Lego by the kilo, and they sell tons and tons and tons of it, and we worked so hard to get right up at the top of the rankings with these guys. And once we did, we found the demand for our kilos and half kilos was that great, we couldn't keep up with the supply really. We were struggling to get enough Lego, it was that popular. But yeah, in the end, our arrangement with myself and Stuart didn't really work out, and we stopped doing that. And then Andrea came back into the business, and then we specialised in clothing, and everything moved on. So my Lego stuff has kind of been mothballed really for since then. I cleared the bulk of it, but what was left is what I'll show you in a minute. And yeah, I'm just going back to have a look at it and to clear it, because I'm going to clear all of this now. So yeah, let me show you some of the stock and how we used to sell it. Okay, so here's a box of raw Lego as we buy it in bulk. There's probably, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 kilos in there. Oops. And then yeah, here's some sorted Lego, a box full of specialist parts that have been earmarked for selling on in little lots. This is all minifigure accessories, so you've got like shields and weapons and all sorts of accessories. Loads of money in this stuff. That's in there. This is another box full of specialist parts. You've got a little wigwam thing here, Harry Potter revolving door, this sort of thing you can sell on its own for good money. That's probably a £5 on its own. Baseboards everybody knows about. There's pirate ship parts. All of this stuff you can sell on its own or in small lots for really good money. Trees make fantastic lots. So there's, I mean, just this box, that's probably anywhere between £500 and £1,000 worth once you've gone to the lengths of selling it in small lots. There's so much money in it. There's a bag full of just stretchers. So I'd probably sell those in lots of 4 or 5. And another bag there that's full of surfboards and windsurfing stuff. And a bag there. What have we got in here? Skis, flippers. It's amazing stuff. What's under here? Oh, electric stuff. There's good money in that. And this is a box of tan coloured Lego, all sorted by colour. We used to sell this by the ½ kilo or kilo and get a real premium for this, because Star Wars Lego fanatics who build like sets and models pay a premium for the tan colour. So yeah, there's probably another sort of 10 kilos of that in there, and loads more in there. And then here's just loads more sorted parts, loads of doors and windows underneath, life jackets and other stuff. And again in here, these are the little containers we used to store our Lego in. You've got flags in that one. Technics stuff, we used to do a lot of money on Technics. We'd sell Technics Lego by the kilo, and then specialist parts like this shock absorber, for example, would sell individually or in small lots. This sort of stuff is amazing. This is little fibre optic stuff. This has got an LED, you can see an LED in it, and then it communicates with the Mindstorms Lego through these little tubes. I mean, these just these, you could sell that for about £2 or £3 on its own. I'd probably do what I've got there as a lot for a tenner. There's so much money in it, it's amazing. And yeah, like I was saying about these containers, when we operated out of this room, but this room then wasn't converted to interior space. This was my garage, as a garage as you'd imagine it. But the walls, none of these racks were in here, but the walls were just covered in shelving, and there was a great big sorting table up the middle. Yeah, so we had shelves up all of the walls, and they were covered in these little boxes where we sold the parts by the part number. And I've got a few of those left. Most of them I've got rid of now, but we had hundreds and hundreds of these boxes, and they would have little lots in. Here's what have we got in there? Flags and emblems from the Knights stuff. So we'd sell those in little lots. And what have we got in here? So these are like cannon bases or carriage wheels. So we'd sell those in lots of say 4 or 5. And we'd just have these reference numbers on. So at the end of our listing, we'd just have that reference number. So when the order came in, we'd just go straight to the shelf and pick the parts off. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I've got a cough, and it's like one of those tickly coughs, and I can't stop it when it starts. So yeah, we had hundreds of these boxes, all with parts broken right down to, like I was saying, the individual part number. Each Lego piece has a unique part number, and it's printed on or on the part. So with a magnifying glass, you can read the part number, and then you can search on eBay and find out what their value is. So there, for example, these are little red turntables. So we'll be selling those either individually or in a lot of, say, probably 3. I would imagine we were doing those in 3s. And yeah, we would have hundreds and hundreds of these all laid out. What we got here? Little lattice fences. There's some glow-in-the-dark stuff in there that has good value. All sorts of stuff. Here's a box of weapons, for example. You can make little job lots up out of weapons. There's a lot of money in that. Minifigure accessories, again, these are all hats. These are amazing. These are little emblems that go in the top of knights' helmets, and little feathers and stuff, you can sell those right down to the individual part, and there's some amazing money in those. And horses, and of course minifigures. We'd put out all the minifigures from the job lots we'd buy and sell those. We used to have a permanent listing of 10 minifigures for a tenner and 5 for a fiver, etc., and we sell hundreds and hundreds of those. Here's some more specialist parts. There's a Harry Potter basilisk snake there, knights, shields, great money and that sort of stuff. And roof tiles, we would sort all of the roof tiles and then sort those into the individual type. There's two different sort of angles, if you like. These are the 33-degree ones, and then you've got the 45-degree ones. So we'd sort those into lots and sell them off. There's loads of money in that. Cars and things, we'd find a lot of stuff when we bought in bulk that was kind of ready-made stuff, so we'd sell that in little lots for really good money. Or if there was any complete sets, we'd sell them as a complete set because there's more money in it that way. There's a load of, this is all arches, and we'd sell those in lots of the same colour. So as we'd sort it, we'd just chuck every arch piece we'd found in there, for example, and then spend an hour or so just sorting that into colour, and then just make up lots, and it's a great way of making really good money. So yeah, there's a good example. These are just little flame pieces. So we'd chuck all of those in there and then sell them probably like 10 or 20 in a lot for a couple of pounds. It's easy money. So there you go, that's that. One box I didn't show you just then that I just noticed was this one. This has got what's left of our little flat plates in. We used to have a listing running of 20 different random small plates and would sell those day in day out. That was a really good listing. But then certain colours and certain sizes would sell by the part number again. So these are all, what are those? 1, 2, 3, 6x4 grey plates, so we'd sell those by the 5 or the 10. Similarly here. And there's great money in this sort of thing. So we'd put all of these out, all the flat plates out of all the job lots we bought, and sell those off individually. Well, that would make a nice lot, for example. So that's what you got there, 5 of those. So yeah, and it was really good fun. The thing about doing Lego that way is it's all about numbers, really. And what we found was when we had hundreds and hundreds of individual pieces listed, we became a kind of destination place, destination shop for Lego specialists. And what we used to have shipping discounts set up. So if you'd buy one lot of doors, for example, and pay your 99p shipping, any other order of parts that you bought, you'd get free shipping on. And then it made sense for people to buy lots from our shop. And we would get a lot of people buying just 5 doors, for example, or a couple of pairs of wheels or whatever. But the majority of people would go and add to that, and they'd buy 5, 6, 7 or 8 different part numbers at a time. And it really worked out well. But the big thing we used to do, and a lot of our money came from the sorted Lego. We'd pull out all of the parts we could make good money on selling them individually, and then we'd sell the rest of the Lego back on in bulk by the kilo. But like I said, we struggled to keep up with demand for that. Right, so there you go. I hope you found that interesting. Lego is an amazing product to resell, and you can do it in so many different ways. You can just buy a job lot box of random Lego, as I showed you, and then just break it down into kilos and make money that way. Or you can go right to the other extreme and pull out all of the specialist parts and sell those individually or in small lots. But the thing about Lego is that the demand for it is insatiable. It is the #1 toy in the world. There's a massive international market for it. We used to send a lot of our stuff abroad. And yeah, I mean, anybody can tap into that market. It's simple to do, really simple to list, and nothing gets broken in the post. You know, it's not really breakable. It's small. It's convenient. It's easy to ship. So yeah, the benefits of reselling Lego are huge. And we used to do a lot of new Lego as well, buying up new Lego when it was on offer, and then reselling it through Amazon or eBay. And there's a lot of good money in that. So yeah, one thing I will mention with Lego is if you buy a job lot at a car boot sale, you do have to spend the time going through it and checking it for fake Lego, as it were, or Mega Blocks, because Mega Blocks do pretty much a straight copy of Lego, and it can be really hard on a glance to see if you've got any Mega Blocks in there. So you do have to spend time going through and checking, or if you really can't be bothered, you will have to put in your listing that it's unchecked and there may be some Mega Blocks in there. But we used to go through it right down to every last piece, because we were a specialist and we had to guarantee that what we were selling was 100% pure Lego. So that's something to bear in mind, is to check your Lego is Lego. And if you don't know anything about Lego, you can tell, because every genuine Lego piece, on every one of these little studs, it says Lego. And if it's not a genuine Lego piece, it won't say that. And it's the same with Duplo. I haven't mentioned Duplo yet. Duplo is like younger kiddies Lego. It's bigger and chunkier. I don't have any to hand to show you, but I'm sure you've all seen it. There's just as much demand for Duplo, and you can do exactly the same with Duplo. Sell it in job lots, or smell it, or sell it in small little lots of animals or figures or whatever it is, or base plates you can sell on their own. So Duplo, again, it's just the same. You can tell when you've got genuine Duplo, because on all the little studs on Duplo it says Lego as well. So yeah, there you go. That's my little insight into the world of selling Lego. It's going to take me a couple of weeks, I would think, to get all of this sorted and listed. But yeah, it's going to be fun cashing this in. There'll be a few £1,000s worth easily in what I've just shown you. So that'll be a nice little bonus. I've just got to sort it all out and get it all listed now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It was a bit of a waffling, rambling one. I didn't really plan that very well, so I hope I got across what I was trying to show you. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've never watched me before, my name is Nick and I'm a full-time reseller. This is what I do to earn a living. So I buy up mostly second-hand stock, but also some new stock, and sell it on eBay and some of it on Amazon. And I'm just here on YouTube sharing what I do on a daily basis, in the hope that it will inspire a few people and give a few people some motivation to give this a go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, put some comments below, ask me any questions, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.